This is aimed at young drivers, or if you're a driver who wants to improve the skill set like I want to, this is for you. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. I'm going to go ahead and welcome you in. Where do crashes occur for young drivers? They occur on country roads. They occur going speeds less than 55 miles an hour. They occur where traffic control devices are in effect. We're talking about traffic lights, signs, signals. A lot of beginners, as well as experienced drivers, just don't pay attention. And if you don't pay attention, you're going to end up making a mistake, causing an accident, or a fatality. A fatality is when someone dies. I'm here to teach you and show you how you solve that problem and you don't make that mistake that could potentially change your life. You need to be aware of your environment. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You do this by not being distracted, reducing the number of friends you have in the car, and turn on the radio a little bit. You want to increase your following distance. Example, I'm going to be driving some clients from 4:30 to almost 6:30. As a result, we're going to be in rush hour. Rush hour is one of the most dangerous times for all drivers. I saw a rear end collision this morning on the way into the lab. The person was probably going too fast, probably distracted. What I need you to learn from this when you listen to this, when you subscribe to the channel, when you look at my library of content, we are trying to make America and the world safe drivers. I am very passionate about teaching drivers education and helping others live their best life. This is hard work. I need you to join me. Why are young drivers' fatalities increased in areas that roads, country roads, dirt roads? Dirt roads are very dangerous. It's really important that you reduce your speed. You drive, a lot of dirt roads are crown shaped. They're flat on the top and they slope down to the left and right. L-E-F-T, R-I-G-H-T. I need you as a beginning driver or someone with experience, take your time. Don't be so aggressive on the steering wheel. Reduce your speed. Visibility on these country roads is very limited. They're really a trap waiting to capture all of us, because if there's any rain, that mud, that dirt will be very thick, very soupy, and then if you overturn, you'll be in an off-road recovery situation, and that could cause your car to flip over. What sections of the roadway do you consider most dangerous, and what areas do you typically drive in? How can you reduce your risk? I typically drive on some dirt roads. I reduce my speed. I typically drive on an expressway, which is a limited access road. There's a ramp you take on, O-N, to get on. There's a ramp that you take off, O-F. You need to be mindful. My advice to you, because you're taking the time to learn how to drive or you're refreshing your skill set, drive in the middle lane. The middle lane is the smoothest lane. The lane to the left of the middle lane is the passing, P-A-S-S-I-N-G, lane, L-A-N-E. That lane is specifically designed for people to move through traffic quickly and get back over to the middle lane. One source of irritation, road, R-O-A-D, rage, R-A-G-E, is when drivers are in that left lane or passing lane and they're going slow. We have cars backing up, backing up, backing up, and it's like a lit flame. People go into road rage mode. Do yourself a favor. If you don't feel comfortable going at a faster speed, get over to the right. This will facilitate a smoother flow of traffic. If you want to go slower, and I think, from my experience, That right lane is a little bit more dangerous and busy. You're going to have cars merging on the freeway. They're either going to go over the top, T-O-P, they're going to go over the top of you, or they're going to go behind you, B-E-H-I-N-D. You as a driver need to prepare. You want to drive at good speed. If the speed limit is 65, you need to be about 65. But we've seen, and you've seen my content, the flow changes. It may go from 65 to 50, and then it may go to 65 to 40. Then it may go from 65 to 20. You as a driver owe it to yourself. Have good speed, S-P-E-E-D, good space, S-P-A-C-E, and a smile, S-M-I-L-E. When you have these things, you will reduce your chances of getting rear-ended or cut off. Merging is an art form, A-R-T form, F-O-R-M. You have to be able to get up to speed on that ramp and accelerate and look over your shoulder to make sure it's clear. If you fail to do this, you're going to cut off a car, or you will have to abandon your merge. I've been in both situations as an instructor. They're dangerous. So you want to have adequate space. You want to have a good gap, G-A-P. A gap allows you room to either speed up over the top or slow down and get in behind the car. This way, the flow of the traffic keeps moving. Also, don't be the driver to wait till the last second to get all the way over to the right when you have to get off to get onto another expressway connector ramp. This is dangerous. So what am I saying to you? Get over sooner. Get into that lane sooner so you don't have to stress. You don't have to cut off multiple drivers. You have to look over your shoulder as you're driving. That's stress because you might miss someone and cause an accident. So we as drivers have to be considerate. 6% of young driver fatality crashes occur on interstates. I was just talking about that. Beginning drivers look for spaces and gaps, and they shoot that gap to get up to speed really fast. I'm not mad at them, but as a result, speed is responsibility. The faster you go, the more responsible you have to be. Meaning, if I'm a semi-truck and I'm in the right lane and I see another semi-truck coming out, I'm going to turn on my blinker 1001, 1002, 1003. I'm going to check my blind spot, look over my shoulder. If it's clear, I'm moving my semi-truck over. As a younger driver, you're in that fast lane shooting that gap, you might have to get all the way over to the right. Well, I'm here to tell you there's going to be one winner and one loser. I'm the semi-truck. I'm going to win. You are a pedestrian. You will lose because you will clip the corner of my truck, spin, and flip over. This can be avoided by having adequate speed control. Again, it's easy, E-A-S-Y. It's easy to go fast, F-A-S-T. But to have control and to not cut off cars, not one car, but 3, 5, 6, you're going to irritate people. There's that fuse, road rage, and now people are angry. And I want to tell you this, people have dash cams in their cars. They will call the authorities. There is this red car going extremely fast. They're cutting off multiple cars. Here is the license plate. You will get reported to the authorities. So we all need to be mindful of the HTS, the Highway Transportation System. We all have a responsibility. Drivers and instructors, drivers in the middle lane, keeping up the speed, drivers in the left lane or passing lane. We all have to work together. If one of us stops working, there's a failure in the system. You don't want to be a failure in the system. 47% of young driver fatal car crashes occur while driving a vehicle on a straightaway. You're driving on the road. The speed limit is 70, but you're a teen or young driver, you're going 85 miles an hour. If I make a lane change to the left because I feel insecure, you either have to slam the brakes and skid or look over your shoulder quickly and cut over really fast. It's really a dangerous situation. The closer you get to the line is death. You will cross the line. We're losing thousands of young drivers daily because of speeding and reckless driving. You have to slow down and take control. If you care about this, and I care about this, and if you have emotional attachment to the next generation of drivers, you will continue to listen. You will give this a thumb up. You will share this with people because I'm a state certified instructor and I drive people through this whole process to educate them. That is my lifelong mission, to educate you, to see you grow, to have you look at my content, and I read the comments. You have to be prepared when you're on the interstate. The interstate is no joke. It's very unforgiving. Example, 10% of young driver fatal car crashes happen on a curve. If you go too fast, F-A-S-T, into a curve, you're going to lose control and hit the wall. At night, it's very hard to see. Reduce your speed. Clean your headlights. Clean your windshield. Back off of that gas pedal. Slow down and increase your following distance in case a truck has to merge over. Someone merges out without a blinker. Accidents happen daily. 8% of young driver fatal car crashes happen when you make left turns. You fail to yield for oncoming traffic. As an instructor, the most dangerous turns I go through with my beginning drivers is left turns. How do I ensure my safety so I can go back home to my family? I make sure that the intersection is clear, C-L-E-A-R. I'm not going to thread the needle because beginning drivers, their foot will miss the gas or hit the brake instead of the gas, and then we're stuck. And then what happens? We get broadsided. I don't want to die in the driver's ed car. I don't want you to get injured. Some of you are saying you're way too dramatic. I'm not dramatic enough because lives are lost every year due to driver error. Let's continue. 14% of young driver fatal car crashes happen on roadways going less than 35. The right-hand turn. You need to turn in the nearest, N-E-A-R-E-S-T. Turn into the nearest lane. If you turn into the left lane and I'm making a left turn, we're going to have a collision. And unfortunately, student drivers, young drivers, old drivers, inexperienced drivers get blamed. And then the officer will say, you made an incorrect lane change. You were in the wrong lane. You are at fault. I don't want you to get a ticket. Unfortunately, some of you will because you did not learn the right way to drive in your training, in your segment 1. Your driver's education instructor did not emphasize the importance of proper lane positioning, turning in the nearest lane, looking left, right, and left, and then checking the intersection to make sure it's clear. You have to do this. Your instructor has to explain it. Hey, and you have to improve every single day. This is why I'm on here, to help you improve. I'm very serious. I'm very emotional about this because I care. I-C-A-R. I care. And when someone cares, you will sense my emotion. And if I'm not passionate, and if I'm not real, you won't believe anything that I'm saying. I'm very passionate, real, because I live this every single day. You have to live what you believe. Talk about what you know. I'm an instructor. I'm not talking about figure skating. I'm not talking about buying a house. I'm talking about driving education, helping drivers get better, and saving lives. Come on. I'll talk to you in a minute, okay? All right. So it's really important that you set goals. You hit those goals. You improve your goals. 14% of young driver fatal car crashes happen on roadways at less than 25 miles an hour. You're not paying attention. You are eating. You have your friends in the car. Those things will cause you to crash. If this brought you value, give it a thumbs up, share. I'll continue to talk at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I am blessed to be here. I want you to follow, subscribe, share, leave comments. I read those comments and I will reply back to you. I have a podcast. It's called Driving with Myles. Consider listening to it. It's on Spotify. I have 8 episodes. You'll learn, you'll understand why I'm so passionate. I want all of you to have a great day and be safe. Bye.